Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The San Francisco Giants are the only National League pennant winner the FSBL has known. The Chicago Cubs are making their first playoff appearance, doing so on the back of an 82-80 season in the stunningly mediocre National League Central Division. This is as close as a David versus Goliath situation as a baseball postseason can provide. The Giants have the best player in Willie Mays, who is all but assured of his second MVP award. They have breakout star Roger Connor, the always productive Mel Ott, and a team that has been through the paces of 3 years of World Series runs, winning the last 2. But the Cubs are undaunted. How they got here means nothing now. The Cubs can pitch, they can field, they have some speed, and this season, thanks to rookie Bill Nicholson, they have some thunder too. Can they take 3 of 5 from the 2-time defending champs? It's all a tall order, but the playoff baseball trends to bring out the magic. It starts from Candlestick Park, Fergie Jenkins, Iron Joe McGinnity, as we get ready to go from Candlestick. Appreciate you guys tuning in. A little double dip here today on the channel. Was able to get one in earlier and doing a little late night. Joe McGinnity, 16-12, 3.14 on the year. McGinnity has been a terrific postseason performer for these Giants throughout the 4 years of the FSBL. He starts here with Bill Lang. Lang batted .299 during the regular season. Nathaniel, Wayne Marks, how are you, gentlemen? Good to see you again. A first pitch fastball from the side-arming McGinnity. In there for a called strike, and we're underway. Lang out in the right center, and that's going to be a base hit. That might be extra bases. Mays cuts it off. Lang runs well. Mays gets the throw in the second. It's a good throw from Mays. But Lang is in there with a leadoff double, and the Cubs start off on the right foot. Lang busting it out of the box all the way. And Mays didn't even look like he fired that one full stride. He kind of fired that off his back foot. And he still put a strike in there, but Lang gets in. It's a leadoff double for the Cubbies, and away we go. Here's Phil Cavarretta. First pitch fastball misses up high. Kennedy from the set takes a peek at Lang at second. Cavarretta, ground ball, base hit for Cavarretta, and 2 batters in. The Cubs have taken a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Phil Cavarretta. 1-0 Cubs, 4 pitches into game 1. Well, if you were going to try to draw this up for the heavy underdog Cubs, that's about as good a start as you could have imagined. Here's Stan Hack. Hack, the designated hitter, another fine year. Lashes this one the other way. Base hit for Hack. Drops it into left. Benikoff gets it in quickly. But it's first and second, 3 batters, 3 hits for the Cubs. That pitch, a fastball off the plate, and Hack goes out and gets it. Hacks it, if you will. First and second, still nobody out. And here is the powerhouse rookie, Bill Nicholson. A low average, but 40 homers on the year for Nicholson. Again, these Cubs, Lang has been a very solid player out in center, but the Cubs have had no power in the corners for 3 years. Nicholson ropes this one down the right field line, just foul. Yes, Dwayne, I know. That's exactly what's going to happen. Fastball. Nicholson fouls it off. The count's 1-2. So McGinnity tagged here early. Nicholson pulls it down. Got to try to minimize the damage here if you're McGinnity. This Giants team can score runs. 1 run is not going to beat the Giants. McKinney deals. Nicholson pulls another one foul. 1-2 stays the count. McKinney deals again. Change up down low. Shot down to third. Grab, tag, throw to first. Beautifully done by Freddie Lindstrom. A huge double play. So Lindstrom fields the chopper, tags the runner coming to him, and then throws to first. A 5-5-3 double play. And now here's Ron Santo. Now McGinnity, if he can get Santo here, the Cubs are going to have to feel like this is a missed opportunity, even though they got a run. Huge at bat early. Fastball there. Santo fouls it off. Fastball. This is inside. 2-1. Absolutely. As Dwayne notes, it's going to be a problem for the Cubbies scoring more than one run. You've got to put some crooked numbers up here against the Giants. You have an opportunity like this to come out of this with only one would be very, very difficult. Fastball there misses outside. 3-1 to count. Ian Happ waits on deck. Santo to the right side. Diving stop. Thompson knocks it down. Santo's going to beat it out. So it's an infield single for Ron Santo. Nice play by Robbie Thompson to keep it on the infield. Keep the runner at third. Santo busting it down the line. And now it's up to Ian Happ to try to come through. And the game reset McCovey's number again, for freak's sake. And moved him back to 45. I guess with all the roster moves of doing the postseason rosters, there you see Happ, 279, 13 homers, 39 RBIs. With all that roster movement, it knocked him off of the 44 to the 45. I'll reset that for game 2. McGinnity delivers. Happ pulls it back. One and one the count. McGinnity deals. Happ pops it up. Lindstrom giving chase. Lots of foul territory here at Candlestick. A nice play by Freddie Lindstrom. So Lindstrom flashes a bit of leather in the inning, and that helps McGinnity get out of the jam. 4 hits for the Cubs in the first, but only one comes across. We head to the bottom of 1. Cubs 1, Giants coming up. On the hill for Chicago, Fergie Jenkins. Jenkins by no means bad this year, but this was actually the worst season of Jenkins' career. And the game is apparently not going to show us his numbers. At 13 and 13, 3.6 if I'm remembering correctly. Again, by no means a bad season. Leading off, here's Benny Koff, 303, 9 homers, 29 RBIs. First pitch sinker from Jenkins. This is down low. Take some of the sting off of only getting that one run in the first. Jenkins needs to throw up a 0 here in the bottom of 1. He's behind Koff here, 2-0. Fastball, forkball rather, in for a called strike. Popped up, foul ground. Santo giving chase. Lots of room, and Santo chases it down. Nicely done by Ron Santo for out number 1. Your Giants lineup, Koff, Lindstrom, and Mays. Connor, Ott, and McCovey. Posey, Thompson, and Dick Bartell. The Giants a National League best 273 team batting average. The 357 mark from Mays, of course, pacing that. So here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom pops up the first pitch. Coming on, Cavaretta makes the play, and there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
the center fielder, Willie Mays.
So now that'll bring up the Say Hey Kid. And look at those numbers. 357, 56 homers, 126 RBIs. Mays will be the most valuable player here in year 4, racking up his second MVP title in the 4 years of the FSBL. Just a monster season. But Mays pops this one straight up the chute. Hartnett puts it away, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fergie Jenkins. 3 foul pop-ups. You're not going to see that too often. We're through 1 here at Candlestick. Cubs 1, Giants nothing. Game 1 of the NLDS. So here's Hartnett, a miserable season. 214, 21 homers, 54 RBIs. But 3 homers in the clincher. So perhaps Hartnett can get on fire at the right time. First pitch fastball at the knees for strike 1. Oh and 1 the count. Kennedy deal. Hartnett through the right side. Base hit. So Gabby Hartnett starts off the top of the second with a single in the right. So that'll bring up Javi Baez. Kennedy from the set delivers. Baez takes a fastball down low. 252, 12 homers, 44 RBIs for Baez. Kennedy checks on Hartnett as though Gabby's going to go anywhere. Fastball, borderline pitch, and Kennedy doesn't get it. It's 2-0. Kennedy delivers. Curveball misses low, 3-0. So McGinnity certainly struggling here in the early going. Rio pitch. Baez takes all the way and misses up high for ball 4. So the first 2 men are on again for the Cubbies. Here's Bad Bill Dowling. Fastball misses up and away. 236, 10 homers, 34 runs batted in for Dowling. Curveball misses inside. 2-0 the count. Kennedy trying to find his way. 2-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Packed house here at Candlestick as the Giants start their quest for a three-peat. 2-1 pitch, sky to center. Mays drifting, coming on, he's under it. Puts it away for out number 1. So that'll bring up Bill Lang. Lang doubled and scored in the first. Fastball is a called strike. Lang would be tough to double up. Cavaretto waits on deck. Kennedy deals. Fastball outside. Again. That one slashed foul. So Kennedy ahead of Lang here, 1-2. the pitch. Down the right field line, slicing foul and out of play. Kennedy size deeply, delivers again. Another one fouled off. One-two offer. And a deep drive to left. That ball's way back. And that ball is out of here. 3-run homer, Bill Lang. It's 4-0 Cubs. Well, we were just talking about how the Cubs are going to need to put up some crooked numbers to have any shot of taking down the Giants. That'll do it. 3-run homer, Bill Lang. It's 4-0 Cubs. Bill Lang unloads. He knew it right off the bat. The ball carries much better to left than to right here at Candlestick. But that ball cleared by a long, long way. Here's Cavaretta. Fastball misses outside. Gotta think there's going to be bullpen action going quickly here for the Giants. Well, that 3-run shot certainly minimized the sting of only scoring 1 in the first. Match down to third. Played on the short hop by Lindstrom. Throws over to first. There's 2 away. Wait, I can't believe what I just saw. No kidding. No kidding. Here's Stan Hack. Hack singled his first time up. McKinney has been such a good postseason performer for these Giants. Third ball. Athens for strike 1. McKinney delivers. Out to center. Mays ranging over. He'll get there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. But Bill Lang with a 3-run homer extends the lead for the Cubbies. Bottom of the second, game 1 of the NLDS. It's all Chicago, 4-0. So Fergie Jenkins needed 7 pitches to get through the first. Here's Roger Connor, 283, 136 RBIs, led the National League, 56 homers. Tied Willie Mays for the National League lead, the only 2 batters in the league to hit 50 here in year 4. Just a smashing season for Roger Connor. Connor, of course, was baseball's home run leader before Babe Ruth. If you are somewhat unfamiliar with Roger Connor. One and 2 the count. Jenkins deals. Fastball in there, called strike 3, and down goes Connor. So Jenkins picks up his first strikeout. There's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
That'll bring up Mel Ott. First pitch swinging, and Ott gets the Giants on the board. That ball is absolutely disintegrated out to center field. Mel Ott goes yard, and the Giants get one of the runs back. It's now 4-1. That is a no-doubter from the Otter. Mel Ott absolutely crushes it. Ott kind of got lost this season because of Connor's breakout year, but Ott was his usual consistent self. And boy, did he thump that one. 408 feet out to left center. So now it's a 4-1 ball game. We'll see if Jenkins can recover after that. Here's McCovey. Stretch takes a first pitch fastball down low. 266, 21 homers, 76 RBIs. But very solid numbers given how miserable McCovey was through the first 2 months of the season. Wayne, your own teammate kept you from winning the Triple Crown. What a shame. Yeah. Yep, Connor kept it from it. It's funny because if you remember back to year one, McCovey hit 16 homers over those final 6 weeks as the Giants rallied to win the division that the Dodgers had actually led. And so McCovey led the league in homers, and McCovey actually won the MVP in year one. And if McCovey hadn't done that, Mays is going to win the MVP this year. Mays would have 3 MVP awards in 4 years. So Mays kind of wants to get some of these guys off his own team. As long as they keep winning World Series, Willie will be happy to keep them around. McCovey hammers one in the center, so now the Giants getting a little something brewing. Here's Buster Posey. Fastball. The ball and strike. 256, 7 homers, 30 RBIs. Posey missed a good amount of time this year with injury. He was out for about 2 months. Ankle injury, if I remember right. Posey skies it to left. Happ isn't even going to have to move. Puts it away for the second out.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
So 2 down. Here's Robbie Thompson. 278, 7 homers, 41 RBIs. And in a pretty big story here, the Giants have left Jeff Kent off the playoff roster. A miserable season for Kent. He was under the 200 mark. He was sent down to the minors in May and just never got it rolling. They brought him back up with the September 1st call-ups. They were hoping that Kent could get his bat on track heading into the postseason. And it just never came for him, and the Giants decided they're going to ride Thompson at second base in the postseason. Thompson, of course, promptly swings and misses and strikes out to retire the side. The uniform glitch pops up. Always good to see that. What an annoyance. Mel Ott goes yard for the Giants. Through 2 here at the stick. It's 4-1 Cubs. So here's Nicholson. Nicholson hit into a double play in that first inning.
Number 33.
Kind of squashed the first inning rally for the Cubs. They were limited only to 1 run. But they made up for it with the 3-run shot in the second from Bill Lang. Joe McGinnity struggling mightily here. And McGinnity has been so good in the postseason for the Giants. Not today. Curveball locks Nicholson up. It's 1-1. Another problem for the Giants is that their bullpen has not been great this year. Their best reliever has honestly been Al Holland. Holland, the former closer, lost his closer's job a couple of years ago when they acquired Jeff Montgomery. Montgomery missed time this season. Holland took over the closer role while Montgomery was out. Holland pitched very well. Grounded to second. Chopped out to Thompson. He throws Nicholson out for out number 1. Reached on an infield hit. Fastball misses inside. Ball outside, 2-0. Big deal. Fastball misses up high. And Happ waits on deck. 3-0, the count to Santa. Kennedy from the set. Delivered. Fastball on the inside corner. Pitch. That's a shot. Right field. That's going to be a base hit. Ott cuts it off nicely. Santo will hold at first. Ron Santo comes through
The batter, number 8.
with the opposite field single. So, 1 out, 1 on. Here's Happ. We have not seen bullpen action yet for the Giants. Gotta think it's coming. McGinnity clearly just does not have it here today. The set. Delivering. Change up. That looked like a good pitch. That's a ball. You can see McGinnity snatch that ball on the throwback. He's frustrated right now. McGinnity is not pitching well. He does not need to get squeezed on top of it. 2-0 offer. Chopper back to the mound. McGinnity only play will be to first. He gets him. Basically a glorified sacrifice there for Happ. There's 2 away.
Now back, catcher, Gabby Hartnett.
So here's Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett 1 for 1. Single in his first time up. Came around and scored. Wait, ask how many days rest is McGinnity working? That's a good question. It's certainly more than the it's certainly more than the regular 4. My guess is it's something like 6, probably. Because they had 2 off days for the wild card games. There was the game 163, which they weren't a part of. So there was the 163. The 2 wild card games were on 2 different days. So yeah, so it's definitely been more than the 4. Fastball there on the inside corner. McGinnity gets Hartnett looking, and the side is retired. Cubs come away empty in the 3rd. We head to the bottom half. It's 4-1 Chicago. So here's Dick Bartell. Bartell, a nice job at the plate this year. 289, 14 homers, 51 RBIs. Fastball, Tinker misses inside. Higgins delivers, fastball misses down low. Two-0 pitch. Bartell well out in front of that fastball. It's 2-1. Bartell skies this one to left. Happ drifting towards the line. Makes the play. Nicely done by Ian Happ.
Now back, number 9.
Drifting in the foul ground. 1 away. Order turns over. Here's Benny Koff. Koff over 1. Popped out his first time up. Slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Good curveball there from Jenkins. He pulls Koff badly, and the count goes to 0-2. Fastball is fouled off. Pulled foul. Ball misses down low. 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch, curveball, backs Koff off the plate. It's 2-2. Jenkins delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Benny Koff. Strikeout number 3 for Fergie Jenkins, and there's 2 away. Here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom popped out. His first time up. shot out to left. Happ has it lined, though. Good break by Ian Happ. Tracks it down in the gap, and the side is retired. So we're a third of the way through here at the stick. Game 1 in the National League Division Series. It's 4-1 Cubbies. Kennedy will start the fourth against Javi Baez. Baez walks his first time up. Fastball misses up and in. Fairly similar vibes here to the Dodgers-Phillies game that happened earlier on. Ball in for a called strike. Kennedy delivers. Fastball misses up and in. 2-1 the count. Good fastball in for a called strike. Count goes to 2-2. Here's the pitch. Popped up and foul ground. No hang time on that. Nobody will have a play on it. 2-2 as McGinnity works to Baez. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. Will Dallin waits on deck. Full count. He delivers. Holds up. No. Whoop. No, they say he went. Oh, he tried to hold up. Home plate umpire says no, sir. Posey throws him out. There's one away. So McGinnity takes the strikeout there. It seems to be kind of a bit of confusion on both sides whether he had gone or not. Here's Dallin. He flew out his first time up. McGinnity deals. Dallin hits this one well to right. Ott's going back near the wall, looking up, and it's out of here. Bad Bill Dallin goes oppo for the jack, and it's 5-1 Cubbies. So Bill Dallin puts one out to right field. Ott broke back on that. I thought Ott may have a play near the wall, and that ball just kept on going. 5-1 Cubs. And we have a stunner going on here at Candlestick. That pitch was supposed to break away, and it just never got far enough out. 5-1 Chicago. Here's Bill Lang, and I am very surprised that McGinnity is still in this game. Fastball on the inside corner. Here's Bill Lang. Lang is 2 for 2. He hit the big 3-run homer his last time up. The ball swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Kennedy from the set. Delivers. One pulled foul. Oh, 0-2. There's down the left field line, hooking and foul. That ball hung a left turn. I thought that was going to be extra bases at first. That thing took a detour. 0-2 the count. Ground ball, short, pick, tough play. Throw to first, not going to get him. Lang runs too well for that. And it's an infield hit, and everything is coming up Cubs right now. Ground ball chopped up the middle. Bartell makes the play. Not hit that hard, and Lang gets down the line well. Here's Cavaretta. He's 1 for 2. Throw down to second. And he's in there with the stolen base. So the Cubs doing a little bit of everything here. Bill Lang with the steal. homers. Couple nice defensive plays. Running the bases well. Cubs know they are the heavy underdogs here. Don't sell them on that house money garbage. Cubs are here to win. Fastball swung on and missed up high. It's 0-2. Line shot to left center field, and that's going to split the gap, and another run is going to come home. Koff gets it in, but it's an RBI double for Phil Cavaretta, and it's 6-1 Cubs. That one, another one, just right down the middle of the plate. McGinnity not getting corners at all, and that's going to be the end. I think they left McGinnity in a couple batters too long. But when you've been as good in the postseason as McGinnity has been over the years, you get a little bit longer leash. But now it's 6-1. Coming on, Tim Keith. Keith, the odd man out of the rotation, despite the 15-6 mark. He had the worst ERA on the staff at 4.21. See, he was a bit hittable this year. That whip at 1.37. But now Tim Keith is going to come on, try to keep the Cubs at bay here. Here's the heart of the order, starting with Stan Hack. First pitch fastball at the knee. The Giants can certainly overcome not just a 5-run deficit, but this was game one, but even a game one loss. Game one was going to be huge for the Cubs. Feel like they had any real shot in this series. Mixes down low. It's 2-1. Again, heavy underdogs. This ball there is fouled off. Two and two the count. Keith delivers. Pulled down to first. McCovey has it. Stretch takes it to the bag himself. Runner moves up to third. Now there's two away. So that will bring up Bill Nicholson. Nicholson 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Cubs 82 and 80. They won the National League Central Division that nobody wanted to claim. Now they have come into Candlestick against the 100-win Giants, the two-time defending champs. At least through 3+ innings, the Cubs have taken the Giants to the woodshed. 1-0 pitch. Keith is in for a called strike. Giants have come from behind before. They've won game 7s before. Giants are not going to be too thrown by a single game. 1-1 offer. Nicholson skies at the center. That's carrying pretty well. Mays is at the track against the wall and makes the play. Mays taken to the deepest part of the yard, but he reels it in. But the Cubs tack on. We head to the bottom of the fourth here at Candlestick. 6-1 Cubs. Joe McGinnity knocked out of the game. Now the Giants got to try to claw their way back. Beatles eternally. How are you, my friend? Beatles rooting for the Cubbies. Going for the upset special. I get you. Here's Willie Mays. Slider misses away. It's 1-0. Mays, the best player in baseball. He has overtaken Ken Griffey Jr. as the all-time FSBL home run leader. Smacks this one down to third. Picked nicely by Santo on the backhand. Throws the first, one away. The Cubs doing everything they need to do here to pull off the upset. Stolen a base. They've done a couple of nice plays on defense. Roger Connor steps in. Connor struck out his first time up. Jenkins gets the sign from Hartnett. Curveball misses down low. Field. Number towards the mound. Jenkins comes off, fields it, fires the first. Good job by Fergie Jenkins. 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
Giants' lone run came on a home run from this man, Mel Ott. Ott hit 35 of them during the regular season. Jenkins fields, breaking ball in for a called strike. Ott, the World Series MVP a year ago. Taps this one back to the mound, so Jenkins just not giving up a lot of solid contact other than that earlier Ott home run. We've had a bunch of foul pop-ups. We've had a bunch of weak grounders. We're through 4 here at the stick. It's all Cubs, 6-1. Here's Ron Santo, 2 for 2, a pair of singles. And Keith will stay on. The Giants will probably ride Keith out for a while, as long as he throws well. Joe McGinnity just plain didn't have it today. Slicing shot to right. Ott on the run, has to play it on the hop, and Ron Santo is 3 for 3. So Santo goes the other way for a base hit. That's a kind of a tough play there for Ott. That short hopped him. Ott's lucky that ball didn't get past him. Good job there by Ott and right. Here's Ian Happ. Happ is 0 for 2. He takes a fastball for strike 1. Appreciate y'all tuning in here for a late Sunday start, as we try to keep the playoff line moving. Fastball misses down low. Dave Kozlow is throwing in the Giants bullpen. That's a little bit surprising. Keith certainly has no stamina issues. If Keith throws well, you're going to want to ride Tim Keith out for as long as you can, I think. Fastball misses up high. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses away, 3-1. Gabby Hartnett waits on deck. Keith from the set. Gets the sign from Posey and delivers. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So Ian Happ draws the walk. First 2 men on here in the top of the 5th. And the Cubbies looking to blow this one open. Here's Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett is 1 for 2. Chopper to third. Lindstrom has it. Throws to second for 1. On to first. 5-4-3 double play. Nicely done. Lindstrom and Robbie Thompson at second base. So the runner moves up to third. Lindstrom has made a couple of very nice defensive plays there at third so far. Kind of gets overlooked being down by 5 runs. Lindstrom's done a good job. Here's Javi Baez. Has to try to get that run home from third. Fastball on the inside corner. Oh and 1. Delivers. Fastball misses down low. 1-1 the count. He delivers again. Baez pops it. Foul ground. McCovey doesn't think he's going to get there. Count is hidden underneath. So the count goes to 1-2. Keith delivers. Old foul. And then a 13 watch. Yeah, we were up at 16 at one point. People kind of flip in, flip out. They listen, they minimize windows, whatever. Certainly appreciate anybody tuning in. It's playoff baseball, baby. 1-2 the count. Ball is fouled off. Delivers. Gets him with the curveball, and the side is retired. So Keefe, with the aid of a double play, gets out of the jam. But the Cubs still lead it midway through here at Candlestick. It's 6-1 Chicago. So here's McCovey. McCovey singled his first time. I'm so mad it reset his uniform number. I know it does that all the time. And usually McCovey's one of those guys I always remember to check. Again, we'll fix McCovey for game 2. Get him back to his proper 4-4. First pitch from Jenkins is a called strike at the knee. Ball there, McCovey fouls it off, and Jenkins is quickly ahead of him 0-2. Giants have been aggressive with Fergie, and other than Ott cranking that ball into the Pacific, the Giants haven't really fared well with their aggressive approach. 1-2 pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Jenkins picks up the strikeout, that's his 4th. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 28.
Bill Hutchison is scheduled to start game 2 for the Cubs. Lon Warnecki game 3. Bill Hands potentially game 4. So you could certainly bring Jenkins back on the short rest. 0-1 to Posey. That's putting the cart way ahead of the horse at this point, though. Posey pulls it foul. Counts 0-2. Fastball from Jenkins. Misses down low. One-two pitch. Hop, shallow center. Long run. Lang is coming on. He's underneath it. Puts it away for the second out. Again, other than the home run by Ott, which he absolutely crushed, Jenkins has just not given up any hard contact. Here's Robbie Thompson. Thompson struck out his first time up. Hopped up to first. Behind first, it's going to be Baez, who's actually going to take it on the edge of the grass, and the side is retired. So Fergie Jenkins just not letting anybody square one up. We head to the top of the 6th at 6-1 Cubs. Game 1 of the NLDS. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Here's Bill Dallin. Dad Bill homered his last time up. Jim Keefe will stay in to open up the 6th inning. First pitch fastball is a called strike. Gary Lavelle, the lefty. Ace Adams, the righty. Starting to throw in the San Francisco bullpen. Dave Cosmo was up throwing before. Keefe rocks and fires. Down low. Oh, 0-2 the count. He deals. Ball fouled off. Obviously, some liberty is being taken here with Jimmy Keefe, because Keefe is really an underhand pitcher in the very first days of baseball. Do not have that motion in the game. So, Keefe has been properly trained to throw the ball like a real pitcher. Fastball there. He throws like a real pitcher there. Picked up the strikeout. One away here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, number 0.
So the order turns over, and here's Bill Lang. Lang is 3 for 3. Had the big blow in this game. A 3-run homer in the 2nd. Holds up there. Fastball misses away. Lang a triple away from the cycle. Playoff cycle. Don't see that ever. Ortiz missing the hardest one to get. 1-0 pitch. Fastball is in for a called strike. Oh, and on cue, the game points out that he's a triple shy of the cycle. I beat you to it. Looks in. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Keeps ahead of Lang 1-2. Posey sets the sign. He wants it low. He goes low with the breaking ball. Lang goes golfing and fouls it off. One of my golf shots. 1-2 pitch. Another curveball smacked to second. Nicely stabbed by Thompson. Range into his left. Gets Lang, and Lang is retired for the first time in this one. 2 away here in the top of the 6th. So here's Phil Cavarretta. Cavarretta 2 for 3, a single, a double, a pair of RBIs. Delivers. First ball in for a called strike. Tomorrow I'll probably only have one broadcast tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be a game we'll pre-record and stream tomorrow night. I'll be working. But we'll go to the American League side of the ledger. Cavarretta flies out to Maine to retire the side. Let's see what the schedule is like, which is the earlier game in time order. So it'll be either the Twins visiting the Yankees in the Bronx, or the Boston Red Sox visiting the Oakland A's. Here's Dick Bartell. Bartell is 0 for 1. Fastball misses down low. Ball there, misses away. It's 2-0. Earlier today on the channel, LA Dodgers struck first in the National League Division Series with the Phillies. Bartell is hit with a breaking ball there. He will take his base to open up the bottom of the 6th. Here's Benny Koff. Koff is 0 for 2. Fastball there. Called it a slider, but didn't really move at all. It's 1-0. Jenkins fields. Koff pops it up. Foul ground. Santo drifting. Tough play, but Santo reels it in. Nicely done by Ron Santo for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. I don't know if they keep record of this thing, but I feel like there have been Fergie Jenkins is getting the most foul pop-ups of any pitcher in history. He's got at least a half dozen of them in this game. He had, I think it may have even been the first inning where all 3 guys retired were on foul pop-ups. He is just not giving any square contact. Lindstrom is 0 for 2. Lindstrom flies this one to center. Fairly deep, but well in the yard. Lang retrieves it. Runner will retreat to first, and there's 2 away. So that's a big out for Jenkins. If you had given up a hit there, suddenly Mays comes to the plate with the ability to bring this game within 2 runs. Mays is 0 for 2. Jenkins has handled him so far. First pitch. Mays fouls it off. 137 runs. Just every stat for Willie Mays here in year 4 has been exceptional. First ball down in the dirt, blocked nicely by Hartnett. Howie the Bernadoodle comes into our studios here to watch the game with me. First ball there, misses down and away. 2-1 to count to Mays. Jenkins can't mess with Mays here, though. Connor on deck, and then Mel Ott. Jenkins deals. Fastball misses up and away. It's 3-1. Roger Connor waits on deck. See what Jenkins comes up with here. 3-1 to Mays. Comes inside, misses ball 4. So Mays is on via walk. 2 outs, but 2 on. Here's Connor. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. Led all of baseball in RBIs this season. Curveball from Jenkins on the outside corner. There's a called strike. Fergie trying to bear down here. Big batter in this game. Connor fouls off the fastball, and Jenkins is ahead of him 0-2. Hartnett, flashing side. Wants to work away here. Jenkins delivers. Fast forkball way off the plate, and it's 1-2. Field. Connor fouls it off. Inside, Deepway delivers again. Connor fouls another one off. Jenkins looking for a put-away pitch here. Lance is at the runner. Delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. He fans Connor to end the 6th. Huge job there from Fergie Jenkins. Big spot. And Jenkins continues to roll. We head to the 7th at the stick. It's 6-1 Cubs, game 1 of the NLDS. So Keefe will stay in. Keefe has done a terrific job in relief of Joe McGinnity. Here's Stan Hack. Hack is 1 for 3. Pitch curveball misses down low. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-0. Curveball misses outside. 3-0. Let me take a look here. I want to see what the Giants have in the way of the bullpen. Again, 7th inning, I start. Okay, so they have Lavelle and Adams up. So they have a lefty up. They might want to do that. After this, we'll take a look here. 3-0 the count to Stan Hack. Fastball, high strike ball at the letters. It's 3-1. Into the big rocking windup, delivers. Shot, one hopper to short, but right at Bartell. Throws to first. There's one away.
The batter, number 43.
So down goes Hack, and that will bring up Bill Nicholson. Nicholson is 0 for 3. Blew out his last time up. So let's go and take a look. Nicholson, and then Santo. Santo has reverse split. He's worse against the lefty too. Lavelle has not been great this year. 4.46 ERA for Gary Lavelle in 58 appearances. Keefe is actually throwing really well here. Nicholson is definitely worse against lefties. Going to let Lavelle come in here. Kind of borderline on this decision, but going to go to the lefty. So Lavelle, 6-3, a 4.46 earned run average in 58 appearances. Lavelle has allowed a small village of base runners during the course of this season. Comes on here in a big spot, facing powerful Bill Nicholson. Nicholson is 0 for 3. Fastball is in for a called strike. If you like what you're hearing, bang that like button. And hopefully subscribe if you have not as of yet. Getting in here on the early stages of the playoffs, year 4 of the FSBL. Nicholson skies it to right, but right at Ott, who puts it away for the second out. Also, they have franchise start basketball association playoffs and boxing on the channel as well. Here's Ron Santo. Santo 3 for 3. Bell from the set delivers. Fastball misses down and away. Fergie Jenkins has allowed 2 hits through 6 to this potent Giants lineup. One and one to count. Bell delivers. This is down and in. Two and one. Posey sets the sign for Lavelle. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count goes to 2-2. Bell delivers again. Ooh, high slider. That actually looked like it was a strike, but don't think that was where Lavelle wanted that. The ump doesn't give him the high breaking ball. 3-2 pitch. Santo, high fly ball to left. Off, ranging over, he's there. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Giants bullpen continues to do a very nice job after Joe McGinnity's rough outing. 7th inning stretch time here at the stick. It's 6-1 Cubs. So here's Mel Ott. Ott has the only run of the game for the Giants. A mammoth home run in the second. Steps in. Fergie Jenkins at only 67 pitches through 6. Fastball misses up high. One and 0 the count. Jenkins fields. Fastball misses down low. 2-0 the count. If you're the Giants, you're thinking just get a run here in this set. Do something to start to make some sort of momentum. Fastball misses up high. It's 3-0. Stretch McCovey waits on deck. Jenkins gets the sign from Hartnett and delivers. Ott swinging 3-0 down 5. I know Ott's a powerful hitter, but just in this spot, gotta think it should have been taken there. It wasn't. It would have been a called strike anyway. It was right down the middle. And Jenkins misses with the follow-up slider. So a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 7th for Mel Ott. Here's Willie McCovey. They're just going to make sure that the Cubs have bullpen action going. They don't even have anybody warming up yet. I don't think they want to mess around here. French warming up. Felix Rodriguez, who had a really good season here in the 7th. Just to have guys throw in, just in case the wheels start to fall off on Fergie here. In quick fashion. Covey, ground ball up the middle. Pass Baez in the center field. If you're Javi Baez, you've got to lay out for that ball. You've got to make an effort to make the play there. Baez doesn't even dive. And McCovey has a single. Look at this. Baez, I'm not saying he gets it, but you've got to at least lay out there. So now here's Posey. First and second, nobody out. Posey is 0 for 2. Fastball swung on and missed. Down year for Posey. He only hit .256. He was injured for much of the season. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Jenkins. Slider. Posey takes it out of the zone. One and one the count. Jenkins would love a ground ball here. With the pitch, fastball misses inside. It's 2-1. Jenkins from the set again. Pitch. Posey, line shot, the first double play. Oh! Posey hammered it to first on a rope. Cavaretta snared the liner. Tags McCovey off the base, and a huge double play for the Cubs. Man, it's hard to blame McCovey for this. Posey smokes this ball. All right, well, McCovey didn't really react very well there, to be fair. He just kind of froze. All right, I stand corrected. That's a bad job by McCovey. You got to break back to the base there. But he does not, and now Jenkins gets the double play. And here's Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 2. Ground ball back to the mound. Jenkins makes the play. Nicely done by Fergie to get through the inning, and the Giants are stalled here in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th. National League Division Series, Game 1. Cubs 6, Giants 1. So Lavelle did the job to finish off the 7th. Here's Ace Adams, 6-3, a 3.58 earned run average in 49 appearances. Adams will get the 8th for the Giants, whose bullpen, which has not been a strong suit this season, has done a very nice job here in Game 1. Our offense, however, has just plain been stymied by Fergie Jenkins. Here's Ian Happ. Happ is 0 for 2. Third ball misses down and away. Adams rocks, fires. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1 to count. Fastball swung on and missed again. So Adams ahead of Happ here, 1-2 to open up the top of the 8th. Fastball swung on and missed. Adams gasses Happ with a fastball up and in. And there's one away. I'll tell you, that line drive double play in that last inning really hurt the Giants. Looked like they had momentum. Posey hammers it right at Cavaretta, who tags McCovey for the double play. And just like that, a potential rally is snuffed out. Dave Kozlow, the lefty. Scott Durrelts, the righty. Giants going through a lot of bullpen here in Game 1. And it has been effective. Fastball, Hartnett can't hold up. That ball was well out of the zone. Bad job by Gabby. Count goes to 0-2. Adams field. Swung on and missed with the slider. So Adams has struck out both men his face here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, and that will bring up Javi Baez. Baez is 0 for 2. Adams delivers first pitch fastball in for a call and strike. Baez has also walked. He also scored a run. Scored on the 3-run homer from Bill Lang. The big blow in this ballgame. Fastball, Baez fouls it off, and Adams is ahead of him 0-2. Adams delivers. Slider misses down and away. Curveball gets him. So Adams strikes out the side here in the 8th out of the bullpen. Terrific job by Ace Adams. We head to the bottom of the 8th at the stick. 6-1 Cubs. Giants only 3 hits to this point. Great Game 1 for the Cubbies. So Jenkins at 78 pitches will get to start the 8th inning. He'll start facing Dick Bartell. Bartell is 0 for 1. Fastball up and in. Bartell's had a nice season. Sean Marshall and Felix Rodriguez throwing in the Cubs bullpen. Let's check the Giants. Remind myself what the Giants bench is. They have a couple of good lefty bats, actually. Youngs and Doyle. That's something to keep in mind. If that pitch was a ball, we're gonna kind of pretend we made this switch ahead of time. Because I think at that point, Ross Young's gonna get hit up. 273, 15 homers, 41 RBIs. Giants just trying to do something to change the complexion of this game. So it's a 1-0 count for Ross Young. Young puts this one out in the center. Lang giving chase, carrying well, but Lang tracks it down in right center for out number 1. Ross Young gave it a good ride. Here's Benny Koff. Koff is 0 for 3. Koff, if you're unfamiliar, largely known as being an old Federal League player. Sinker in for a called strike. Ferguson Jenkins has come up huge here for the Cubs here in game 1. Fastball misses up high. Jenkins looks in. He and Hartnett have been in sync all day. Off lines this one foul. It's 1-2. Hugely appreciate the crowd here this evening. Benny also eventually liked to acquire cars somewhat illegally. Little known fact, what did they put that in the back of his baseball card? Koff strikes out. 6th strikeout for Jenkins. 2 away. Here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom is 0 for 3. Jenkins deals. Fastball swung on and missed. Ooh. Jenkins wants to know where that pitch was, and so do I. That looked like a good one. It's called a ball. It's 1-1. Jenkins delivers. Lindstrom, line shot, out in the center. There's a base hit. So a 2-out single for Freddie Lindstrom will bring Willie Mays to the plate.
The center fielder, number 24.
Sinker there. Didn't quite get down as much as Jenkins wanted it to. So here's Mays. Mays is 0 for 2. Also walked. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. And just a monster season for the Say Hey Kid here in year 4. 0-1 the count. Jenkins deals. Good slider, and he's ahead of Mays 0-2. Jenkins again takes a little glance over to first. 0-2 pitch to Mays, and that one rode in and it hit him. No, they say Mays swung. Oh my goodness. Mays hit by the pitch, but they say he swung and the side is retired. We got to take a look at that. Alvin Dark will come in at shortstop for the Giants. Adams will stay in, but we got to take a look at that pitch to Mays. Mays struck out chasing a fastball. Take a look at it from behind the plate first. I sure thought that hit Mays. Yeah, oh, we gotta look at it. Gotta look at it from this one. It rides it. Yup. Wow. Mays fooled. That is about as bad a swing as you're ever going to see Willie Mays take. Two-seamer rides in on him. Mays goes to swing and then tries to stop himself and ends up getting hit in the thigh, but clearly swung. Oh my goodness. That's about as bad as you will ever see Willie Mays look. So top of the ninth, 6-1 Cubs. Bill Dallin, who has a homer in this game, takes pitch for ball one. There's a shot out in the left center. That gets down. Mays cuts it off nicely, and Dallin, who runs fairly well, will hold with a single. Bad Bill Dallin has another hit. Down and in, and Dallin goes down and gets it. Good job by Mays to cut that off to prevent extra bases. Here's Bill Lang. Lang, the biggest blow in this game, a 3-run homer in the second. Fastball at the called strike. He's 3 for 4. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Adams from the set. Delivers. Shot to second. This could be 2. Thompson flips to Dark, and Dark airmails the return throw. And that's just the way it's going for these Giants, folks. That is a tailor-made double play ball. Thompson gives a perfect feed to Dark, and Dark's throw to first goes into the seats. So Lang will go take second. There's 1 out. Here's Cavaretta. Cavaretta's 2 for 4. Fastball on the outside corner. Giants have used a lot of their bullpen here. They do have Cosmo, the lefty, warm. They're inclined to stay with Adams here in the 5-run game at this point. Adams has thrown well. Struck out the side in the 8th. And Cavaretta 0-2 here. Fastball misses down low. We'll see if Fergie Jenkins gets to start the bottom of the 9th. Cubs would certainly love to get a Game 1 win and not even have to use closer Lee Smith. Ground ball to short. This throw from Dark is on target. There's 2 away. Again, the Giants, only National League pennant winners the league has known here in the 3-year history of the FSBL. Here's Stan Hack. Giants are back-to-back World Series champs. Cubs won a shockingly weak NL Central this year, just a division nobody wanted to win. Cubs won it at 82-80. Sky to left, Toff reels it in, and the side is retired. So we head to the bottom of the 9th at the stick. If the Giants are going to pull this off, it's going to start with the big guns, Connor, Ott, and McCovey. 6-1 Cubbies. Game 1 of the NLDS. And Jenkins at 91 pitches will start the bottom of the 9th. Roger Connor is 0 for 3. He struck out his last time up. A huge strikeout with 2 men on for Jenkins. Fastball misses down low. As Nathaniel notes, at least it's a series, not a 1 game, absolutely. And again, the Giants can certainly recover from this. The Giants can be fine. But if you're the Cubs and you're the heavy underdogs that they are, a Game 1 win is massive for the Cubs. Fastball misses up and away. But suddenly, this turns from the series everybody kind of thought would probably be a rollover to a very intriguing situation. Slider misses away. It's 3-1. Lott waits on deck. Not homered earlier for the only Giants run. Jenkins deals. Connor fouls it off. Jenkins delivers again. Connor, one hop to second. Baez dives, knocks it down. Tough play. Connor gets down the line quickly enough. He does not run well, but he had enough time, and Roger Connor is on with an infield single. Baez lays out, gets the glove on it. Good effort there from Ott. But Connor is on to open up the bottom of the ninth. Here's Mel Ott. Ott is 1 for 2. How long will we let Jenkins go here? Fastball is on the inside corner. Do want to make sure that they have Lee Smith throwing. They do not as of yet. That's a bit surprising, actually. Let's kind of feel like, again, obviously they don't want to use their closer. It's a 5-run game. We're going to let Marshall keep throwing. We're going to sit Rodriguez. And Lee Smith is going to warm up. So, runner on first. 0-1 the count as Jenkins works to Ott. Curveball misses inside. It's 1-1. Sean Marshall, the lefty. Lee Smith, the righty. Jenkins has been sensational. This will be pitch number 100 for first. Checks Connor at first. Ott fastball swings and misses, and the count goes to 1-2. Jenkins from the set. Delivers. Ott fouls it off. Jenkins from the set again. Fires. Ott smacked down to third. Santo to second. Baez to first. 5-4-3, and the Giants are down to their final out here in game number 1. Jenkins bore that sinker down, and Ott smacked it right at Santo. 2 away, the bases are clear, and here's Willie McCovey. McCovey is 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Jenkins looking for the complete game 1 win. McCovey lines it, Santo picks it, and the ball game is over. A complete game win for Fergie Jenkins. And the Cubs have served notice. They are not going down easily to the defending champions. A Game 1 victory for the Cubs. A stellar performance from Fergie Jenkins. The Cubs jump all over Iron Joe McGinnity early on. McGinnity gets knocked out in the 4th, having given up 6 runs on 10 hits. McGinnity has been such a postseason force over the first 3 years of the FSBL for the Giants. He just did not have it today. And the Cubs suddenly feel like they've got a chance here. Terrific performance from Jenkins. Your final line score, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Cubbies. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Giants. You see Phil Cavaretta drove in that first run, 2 batters into the game. The Cubs had a 1-0 lead. Again, the Cubs threatened in that first for more. They couldn't get any more. But Bill Lang, with a 3-run jack in the second, broke it open, 4-0 Cubs. And from there, it was the Fergie Jenkins show, this Mel Ott homer notwithstanding. That was pretty much the only blemish on Ferguson Jenkins today. Nice pick there by Santo to end the ball game. So Jenkins, a complete game 5 hitter, strikes out 7, walks 2, allows only the 1 run on the Ott homer. McGinnity's line, terrible as we mentioned. McGinnity, don't be surprised though if this series goes to 4 or 5 games if Joe McGinnity takes the hill again. The Giants are not going to lose their faith in McGinnity over 1 bad game. Bill Lang, triple shy of the cycle, 3 for 5. Big 3-run jack, though Dallin went deep as well. Cavaretta drove in a pair. Santo 3 for 4. A nice, neat, and tidy win for the Cubbies here at Candlestick. Greatly appreciate you all tuning in, especially those of you in the chat. Nathaniel, Beatles Eternally was here. Dwayne March is in the chat as well. Much, much appreciated. And to all of you viewing, we were up into the 20s in views, man. I love that. Much appreciated. You giving me your time, guys. Hope you will stick around and watch the rest of the FSBL postseason and the other sports I got going on here in the Legend Sports universe. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Cubs take game 1 over the defending champion Giants in San Francisco.